What the hell are we talking about here? I can sense darkness inside them, not mundane darkness, which is merely the absence of light, but an embodied darkness that begets evil and possesses awareness instead of being emptiness and nothing. What cursed substances did he pump into these unfortunates? Keep an eye on them, for the darkness inside them waits for the right moment to be born into this world. Show me your magic wares. A Robe of Malice. Robe grants the wearer +3 dodge bonus to AC, +5 bonus to unarmed attack and damage rolls. It can be worn only by a monk of lawful evil alignment. Well, shit. Ring of Imminent Demise. Whenever the wearer of this ring makes an attack of opportunity, the enemy must pass a fort saving throw or be knocked down. The ring also grants a +2 competence bonus on attack and damage rolls with two-handed weapons. I want that ring. Whenever the wearer of these boots casts the same spell for the 4th time during the day, their next spell becomes quickened as though using the quickened spell feat. Another quarterstaff. +5 Ghost Touch quarterstaff allows its wearer to cast illusion school spells as if they were 3 levels higher. Yeah, don't need that. I want this ring though. Let's do some bulk selling. An old map of Avacyn. Definitely don't need that. I want that ring. Okay, what else can we sell? Leather armor +3. No. Mystic Grace. +3 leather armor is made from very light and delicate leather, increasing max dexterity bonus by 1 and decreasing arcane spell failure by 10%. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice. It also grants the wielder a +2 bonus on caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. This thing offers maximum dex of +7 with no spell failure chance. That's craziness. I think I may hold on to that. Buckler +4. Shit. We probably need to hold on to that. Actually, since we can just pull everyone up. Oh. Hold on, what does she have? She gets a +5 bonus to AC against ranged touch attacks. I imagine that the +4 buckler would just be better. I don't imagine that she has many ranged touch attacks against her. Alright, weapons. What have we picked up? Composite long +3, we can sell that. Scimitar +1. Dagger +3. Bardiche +3. Let's get rid of the dagger too. It's not too bad. All right. Let's make sure. What else does he have here? He's got a bunch of scrolls. Oh man, look at this. Would have missed that. While wielding this ring with a sign of Baphomet, you can summon 2 CR14 half-fiendish minotaurs 3 times per day, and they'll fight at your side for 10 minutes. However, if you die while wearing this ring, they're summoned too, but now as enemies. Oh shit! So if we kill this guy, I think we get his coin. Because that's how it's been with all the rest of them. We bought the 1 coin, and then we found 2 others. Wands, scrolls. Let's grab the little knob here. Wow. All right. Okay. That didn't help narrow things down, did it? Let's summon by type. There we go. Okay. Nothing there. All right. Kill him. Or buy the coin. Kill him or buy the coin. Kill him or buy the coin. Save it.
Trail me.
We may end up having to change that back because his AC lowered. But he doesn't have any buffs on him right now either, so. Okay. I guess we should probably ask the rest of these questions. What have you done to these slaves? Snakes made of letters crawl over Krebis's hands. They're no longer slaves. They are vessels of magic. Their bodily fluids were drained and replaced by potions and decoctions imbued with energies. Their dried mummies were filled with the dampness of magic, and their dehydrated brains were filled with the mysteries of the universe. Top quality, Nihindrian, as they say here in Illusionera. Who are you and where did you come from? Krebis from everywhere. The secretive stranger smiles lifelessly and shrugs. His soft flowing movements are so smooth as to be almost indiscernible, as if he were not a creature of flesh, but rather of melting wax. Two small projectiles whiz past your ear. The glass eyeballs have popped out of Krebis's eye sockets. Dense clouds of darkness flow from his impossibly wide mouth, gathering to form an eerie demonic figure. The figure bares its teeth. The pale skin, now with no trace of the living tattoos, drops to the ground like an empty robe. The lunatics ignore the horrible metamorphosis their masters undergoing. They stay lost in their magic trance.
Will defend my dream.
Precision and grace.
Whoa.
Oh, this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
Jesus. Hey, get it off? Alright. Alright. Yeah, there it is. Got it.
Let the attack commence.
Too late for apologies.
Wow. Got the coin. The faces of the lunatics are dotted with blood, but their empty gazes show no change. One slave's cheek is pierced through a sharp rock hit him during the fight, but the slave does not pay the slightest attention to the wound. Champion, heed the advice that I give you, though I do so with a heavy heart. Do not let these unfortunates enter your camp, for darkness has branded them with its ominous mark. They pose a threat, and my heart tells me that any attempt to show them mercy will lead to great loss and bloodshed. The unfortunates poisoned by Crevice's magic potions ignore your words. They continue to stare into the void with their eerie black eyes, whispering. Suddenly, one of the lunatics turns its head slightly towards you. He looks through you with huge black eyes like black pupils. White motes in their depths resemble stars. The lunatic opens his mouth and speaks to you in a clear voice. You have a star in your heart, a strong one. It's beautiful. What happened to you? Everything inside is boiled away and now it's empty, as dark as a well. From the bottom of the well, you can see the stars, even when the sun is high in the sky. We have boiled away, and now we see the stars. Oh. Save.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
I really, really wish I knew what to do with these guys. Now let's kill them.
This one's mine. With your head. What's in wait for me there? I wonder.
Boy, we sure have made a mess of the flesh markets, haven't we? The eyes of the translucent Marilith carefully observe her surroundings. It seems this is not merely an image, but a projection of the creature's consciousness, while her physical body is located somewhere far from here. Next to the Marilith fidgets a shriveled mandrake, which utters the occasional displeased shriek. Ah, visitor from another plane. I'm Ramisa, also known as the Sloth Skin. I'm no simple vendor, but a true artist of the slave trade. My warehouses currently stand empty, but we can always arrange for a custom order. What would you like to acquire? Perhaps your enemy's son or daughter, bound by magic and powerless in the face of anything you might wish to do to them. An attractive person who once dared reject you, the little brat who bullied you as a child. Lucianera is the city where all your dreams come true, especially if they are dirty, bloody, and sweet dreams of possession or revenge. You can order anyone you want and make your bloodthirsty dreams come true. I bet many cannot resist such a temptation. It is truly terrible. Facing such evil can shock even a seasoned veteran, let alone a sheltered young woman such as yourself. But I promise that we'll get out of this terrible place and return home. Yeah, that's not what she was thinking, Socio. Yes, of course. Thank you for the comforting words, Socio. I'm indeed shocked by the monstrous ways of the abyss. Yeah, are you kidding? She's at home. Artist? While others trade for material gain, I do it for art. Unlike others, I'm not involved in a faceless shipment of goods. Each slave who passes through my hands has a personality. Each sale is a spiritual experience. Not long ago, I sent my hunters to track down and capture a brave rebel fighting for the freedom of his people. And then I sold him, chained and dressed as a pleasure slave, to the tyrant who had enslaved his homeland. Some may call it cliche, but I call it a classic. So what I see standing here is just your projection? Certainly it's not safe to appear in the flesh markets in person, especially for someone like me. You see, before I switched to this line of work, I was a humble gardener. I used to grow mandrakes. It was a well-known fact that mandrakes grow if you water an ordinary weed with demon blood, or if you plant it in a demon's corpse. The allies, lovers, and masters of those I turned into fertilizer are still searching for me. Thus I conduct my business remotely. In the same way, when I have slaves to sell, I first show their projections, and only after they're sold do I deliver them to the buyer. What happens if I try and kill you? I'll outlive each and every resident of Evolutionera. Alright, I'm leaving. Yeah, that's not going to do us any good. There's so much crap going on here. Oh, what's this? Oh, definitely want to pick that up. Let's take a look at the map here. Portal, venture captains. And then we have even further to go over here. What if we try and kill the meatball? Are we gonna piss off enough people at some point? Or is this just business as usual? Why they buy your slaves? Lady 𝐿𝐻𝐵𝐵𝐻 is extremely secretive. No one knows what she's up to. No one wants to talk unnecessarily questions about Lady 𝐿𝐻𝐵𝐵𝐻 has already proven she's quite powerful. Snooping around her business could be dangerous. When Lady Shamira brings Lady 𝐿𝐻𝐵𝐵𝐻 with her, it says she needs stupid but strong slaves. Master 𝐶𝐴𝐵𝐻𝐵𝐻 never asks questions and does not hold a grudge for the meatball nickname. Master 𝐶𝐴𝐵𝐻𝐵𝐻 is very wise and shows restraint. One of the demon guards clearly grows interested in the conversation, unconsciously leans forward. 𝐶𝐴𝐵𝐻𝐵𝐻 whips him across the muzzle with a lightning-fast blow. The demon's head explodes like a watermelon dropped from a great height. Nice. I'd like to remind everyone that unnecessary curiosity can be very harmful for servants, especially if it's curiosity regarding the master's business. See how you are in a fight.
Let's have some fun. Press the attack.
Oh, see? There we go. Now the guard's getting involved. Level drains. Oh, yeah. Oh, my sweet Jesus. That was not the way to go there.
Please help me. Someone save me.
That was awesome. Okay, don't attack 𝐶𝐴𝐵𝐻𝐵𝐻. So, knowledge Arcana.
I think I did it.
The islands floating in the air are not the byproduct of some crazy magic. It's the energies of chaos that endow them with their bizarre properties, and they're not even the most amazing thing that can be found in the abyss. The swarm laughs at the branded wannabe. The swarm recognizes only Deskari as that. No. Okay. Come back. Everyone get across.
I sense something.
endless waiting bores me.
Where are we now? Way over here. Okay.
Wherever my legs carry me.
I don't think we want to mess with that yet, but obviously we need to... I don't even know where those go.
Forwards? No, backwards, backwards!
Damn. Beg you can, sir, give me a moment of your time. Latverk, a thin Aasimar, good breeding apparent in every line of her aristocratic face, addresses you. Greetings and welcome to this dismal place. My name is Latverk, and I ask for your help. I beg you show mercy, not toward me, but toward these young and innocent maidens. They are my wards, and they are unfortunate enough to be abducted by demons. 𝐶𝐸⁴ herself bestowed a revelation upon me, which prompted me to settle here and aid my brethren doomed to this dark and cruel fate. But my strength is all but gone, I swear it. I need assistance now more than ever. Aasimar women drift out of the house, standing like silent shadows behind Latverk. The faces of many of the women are covered in scars, and their gazes are cold, as if numbed by suffering and despair. Just keep holding on, friend. This is a mad place. Blah, blah, blah. An Aasimar who lives freely in the abyss and just as freely performs good deeds. This may be the most suspicious activity I've yet seen in these parts. How may I be of assistance? Glad you're so willing to listen to me. The good gods must have engineered this encounter with one of my own kin. Here in the abyss, all of us who cherish our upper planes heritage must support one another. That's exactly what I wanted to discuss. Freeing enslaved Aasimars has become my trade, you see. These women are former captives who I saved from the monster's clutches, and I protect them to the best of my ability. But I've heard of a new shipment of slaves that is about to arrive in the flesh markets, and there's nothing I can do to break their shackles. Please do it in my stead. Please buy their freedom and send the women here. I can see that you're a traveler of means. A single act of kindness should not inconvenience you excessively, but will be forever indebted. Such a kind and generous soul is truly rarity in the abyss. We ought to help them, champion, not just to save the poor souls, but strengthen his faith in the righteousness of the path. And even in the abyss, we found an Aasimar living a virtuous life. There's no escaping you lot, is there? The abyss hungers for new slaves, so it sends countless raiding parties to other planes to stave off its cravings. These poor young women were captured on Golarion. I've never seen anything viler than those ruthless thrall hunters prowling in search of defenseless victims. Why didn't you buy them? Alas, I simply cannot afford such an expense. My meager income is spent on buying the freedom of those poor souls. When demons see an Aasimar customer, they raise the price and conspire to keep me from purchasing anyone. In their eyes, the glee of thwarting me is worth the lost profits. Of course, the demons will try to deceive and humiliate you too, but let's put it this way, it'll be much less harsh than in my case. My face is already too familiar around the slave market. It pains me to say this, but I can think of only two options, and both are equally terrible. Or perhaps they will be sold to the 10,000 Delights, filthy horror house where corrupt souls indulge in the most immoral and vulgar of pleasures. The other option is even worse. I've heard Chimera, the mistress of Lucianera, is a former celestial from the upper planes who once served Lady 𝐶𝐸⁴. That partly explains Chimera's irrational hatred of Aasimars. They say she buys our kinfolk and takes them to her harem of ardent dreams, where she tortures them mercilessly before dining on their flesh. She's a monster. Fear her as you would plague and fire. I rescued the captains and let them go. You've done a great kindness by freeing them from the bondage, but why in 𝐶𝐸⁴'s sweet name did you not send them to me? Because I didn't know you existed! Danger lurks around every corner in this monstrous city. The hell? The demon What the hell happened here? The demons examine you. Their gaze is both avaricious, there we go, and imperious. Their leader, a misshapen demon whose facial features exhibit not even a passing acquaintance with symmetry, issues a commanding bark. Shut up, everyone, and get on the ground, on your stomachs. Turn out your pockets. Perhaps we will settle for taking your gold and spare your lives. But you, my sweet morsel, will be leaving with us in pieces. The demon grins benevolently at Latberg. Behind the chatty demon, a huge Vavatka, whatever, stands sleepily at his feet. Large cloudy crystal sticks out of his chest. Several smaller crystals have broken through his skin in several places, like young saplings bursting forth from the earth's embrace. A slimy fringe of thick red saliva hangs from the monster's slack jaw. He gives a surprised snort, then grunts shyly at you. Being threatened by rabble who dare to call themselves assassins, in Daggermark, not even a 3-year-old child would be fooled by this. It's an unbearable professional insult. Killing them is a matter of principle. But Uncle Greyboar, what if they're, well, real assassins? They look pretty menacing to me. I'd say they want to look menacing. A hardened cutthroat would wildly wave his blade around. He draws steel only to spill blood. You need nothing more than a cold voice and a steady gaze to intimidate. Watch. So fellas, you say you're assassins. Trust you know real killers for hire don't take kindly to useless fools like you who toss that word around? You're you're done for, you idiots. You shouldn't have made Uncle Greyboar angry. Who are you? We're the best in the Assassins Guild. Mess with us and we'll mess you up. Why did you come here? This Aasimar misfit has made a certain enemy, made someone very angry. So angry they put a large bounty on his head, which is why we're going to gut him, festoon this dismal hovel with garlands made of his entrails, and then play ball with the stupid little noggin. You're not assassins, you're just common rabble. The demons lose their bravado and exchange nervous glances, taken aback by the steel in your voice. The leader of this band of misfits finally mutters in a shaky voice, well, maybe we're not assassins per se, but it sounds more intimidating. Fools shit their pants when they hear it, so we don't even have to shank them. But you, sir, are no fool, that much I can see. Folks, let's not bother the nice gentleman. We'll just turn around and be on our merry way, then, shall we? The demon's tone takes on an air of groveling. By the time he's done speaking, he's practically pleading with you. Who sent you? We don't know her name. Everyone calls her Red Mask because that's what she's always wears. We have no idea who or what she is beneath the mask. She sits in the bad luck all day, guzzling booze like there's no tomorrow. Who's the Red Mask? Damned if I know. She's some kind of a woman, definitely not a demon. She's one of yours, an outsider. She's got an edge to her, and her mask is scary as anything. I think I'll kill you after all. No, don't hurt us. We got the hint. Let's get out of here. I beg you, please protect me. Unless she is stopped, Red Mask will get to me, and even worse, to my wards. I do not fear death, but these girls must not be hurt again. I cannot put an end to the Red Mask depravity, but you can. Fine, I'll deal with her. All right. And that is where we're going to wrap it up right here. Until next time, I want you guys to take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the best day of my life. See ya.